I thought more than anything it was a very one-sided approach. Look at their left-handed batters, he lived away to them. Look at the right-handed batters, he lived away to them. He left himself a little margin for error because he didn't come in. It's something we talked about in the middle of the game, something we talked about before the game. And if he's going to develop as a major league starter, he's got to pitch to both sides of the plate. And didn't come into Jake Lamb. I think it was 4 straight fastballs away to walk him the first time, 5th straight fastball away, and then a backdoor slider. Like, you don't get big league hitters out like that. And he's got all the stuff in the world. It's youth behind the plate calling the game. It's youth on the mound. But like, we have to take ownership as a staff to make that message resonate with him. So he pitches to both sides of the plate because he left himself a little margin for error pitching the way he did, and he has to be perfect on the outside corner, and he wasn't. And I think that's a byproduct of just not pitching to both sides of the plate.
How do you think Terrence handled the wild pitches today?
He had a rough time back there today. I don't think there's any way to say that other than that. He's done a solid job for us considering where he's coming from. He's grown a lot. He's learned a lot, and there's still growth ahead. There's going to be some bumps in the road with him, and today was one of those bumps in the road. But I know the kid. I know who he is. He's going to respond to it. He's going to bounce back. He's going to catch and call good games in the future. Today was definitely a tough challenge for him.
You told me that the best way to get to Greinke was to capitalize on his mistakes. How do you think the hitters did with that today?
I actually thought we swung the bats relatively well. We left a number of guys out there. We had some opportunities. We squared some balls up kind of all day long. Had him on the ropes in multiple innings. He was able to wiggle out of most of it. But I thought Franchy Cordero had great swings. Solarte, obviously, early in the game did as well. I felt like our approach was better against him. Even some of our strikeouts were much better than they have been in the past. But, if you got to put up a touchdown against him to win, you're probably not going to win a lot of baseball games.
How nice was it to see the first 2 guys in the order produce?
Good. I'm really pleased with Franchy. I mean, it took him out there to take a shot with Hedgie against the lefty. But Franchy had good at-bats from the first swing of the day, so he was going to get a fastball and try to get on it quick, and he could great line out to left field, hard contact kind of the rest of the day. And he's done a really nice job since he's been here, and look forward to continuing to watching him play.
What's his long-term role potentially when Margot comes back?
I don't get too caught up into that. I mean, he's got a baseball game to play. He played it today. He played a good one. All that stuff takes care of itself if he takes care of the day-to-day. And I feel, he's been here. He started every game with the exception of yesterday for the first time against a lefty. And he's going to play a lot more than he's not. And right now that's the situation he's in, and he's capitalizing on it.
How do you balance with the young guy, Perdomo, your frustration over, look, you've been over this, we've talked, you know what you need to do. He's not doing it yet. Understanding he's young.
He's young. The guy catching him is young. So you have to think in context of what we're running out there at that point in time. They both have talent. They both have upside. Luis Perdomo is going to learn, but how demonstrative I need to be and Darren Balsley needs to be to get that message across quicker, that's what we battle with every day. Clearly we need to be stronger with the message because it did not get across how we want him to attack in a Major League Baseball game. If he's going to be successful, which we think he is, he cannot pitch the way he did today. And, chalk it up to a learning experience now, but he's been in the league for a year and a couple months now, so it's time to start learning those things.
Do you think he was just hesitant because he was nervous?
No, I don't think he was nervous. I think he was probably pitching to the fingers that were put down to him, but he can take some ownership out there, and Luis Perdomo is going to learn too. But those guys both have a ton of future potential, and we have worked extensively with Perdomo on pitching to both sides of the plate to every single batter, and that's something that did not happen today and something that needs to happen in the future.